many coaches all over the world, and yeah, the call-up of the national team just came out. We know we're back again with numbers on the national team, what makes us proud. You know that also we have 5 players on the under-20s. It means that our squad in the next week will be very small. And then we have basically to prepare a Champions League qualifying round for the group stage of Champions League, where we're going to play 2 matches, and we play Nigeria, what even makes it more difficult because we have to travel there, and the trip to Nigeria is obviously, and in the city we're going to play takes us eventually 2 days because we cannot make both flights in same day. But we are here to deal with solutions, not with problems. We have to do the best possible, understand the context, what will happen when the players finish their matches on the national team. Let's hope the youngsters, they can go throughout the competition long, and obviously that also Bafanas do well, and then we'll deal with the context that we have. I'm here to work on solutions, not to deal with problems. I don't relate ever with problems. We will see who is in best condition, find the first 11 to start that match, but obviously it will not be such useful period of time as other coaches in other teams will have the chance to have, for sure. For us, is basically rest for the ones that stay, try to find among them numbers in order to be able to work in a structure that gives us something close to what we want. And then when the guys come from other footballs, from different parts of the world, let's say, gather their souls again, their hearts, their minds, remind about what we want as principles of game, and try to make them play according to that as quick as possible. It's a hell of a job.
Thank you, Coach.
I totally understand your question, and what I simply have to say is that I feel that the team has a lot to grow. How far we are, I don't know, because there's a potential on the growth of the team that has to do with the development of new dynamics that we are implementing, and to the adaptation of new players that just arrived in the moment we could bring them. And it's out of that the team will develop. But as you understood from the last question from your colleague, the context of myself in the job is more make results than really worry just about the level of the team, because sometimes you want to, if you had more time to train with everybody, you would make the job quicker. So we need to focus on getting results as the team develops throughout matches, because we basically play matches. We don't really train a lot. Today I was training the boys. I was telling the boys, fantastic that we have 3 days to prepare a match. Usually we prepare a match in 1 day. So I think we are far from where we want to be. We are better than we were, and excited about what we have to do and what we are doing. Pretty excited. I think the team is now in the very much more positive emotional moment, and I think that the team showed resilience, capacity to resist under high aggression, and moving forward. Understand the question, despite there are different aspects you put in the table. Let me try to see if I can answer to all of them. First one, Lucas Ribeiro's chapter for us in the team, the players, the coaches, is closed a long time ago. We don't relate with his presence for a long time. We don't count on him to play and train for a long time. So since he left, the day after for us was feature. And that's how we had to deal with. Regarding his presence on the pitch and the adaptation the team needed to do to find the right relations between the players, to find the right way to relate with his absence, that's another thing. Because obviously it's like in a family, when someone dies, nothing stays the same. The relations between people change a lot, and there needs to be a reorganization of the dynamics in what we have to do that was done by someone else, and that now we cannot do the same way because he's not here. And that is even more difficult when we face a context where you don't train, because you don't exercise the relations. You just gather the guys, -1, let's try to see what tactical approach on the match we have. You cannot even put intensity because the guys are still recovering, and we go to play. And sometimes you don't play the context that you like to play, because when you have games that you feel, wow, today we played the game we wanted to play, from there you grow also. From there you grow. We can extract images, we can show, we can highlight what we want, we can from there make meetings, and that's resources we are using a lot in terms of growth of the team. But sometimes you don't play that way, because the teams in some of the games didn't really express what we wanted to see. So that's important to understand. Nuno is not a player to substitute. Lucas, no one, neither us in the club, coaches or the sports direction or the board, looked for a player to substitute Lucas. We looked for players to help the team. That is completely different. So we looked for what we had from last year. We understood that we didn't have more Lucas on the team, but not only Lucas, because there were other players that left because we decided so. And then what kind of profile of players for each position we need to make us stronger in the future. And then we went, of course, for targets. And I think the job was well done, because I think in the end we brought players that will help. Good job done by the club. I'm pretty happy as a coach, of course, to have joined, to have the market that we did. And from now on, it's time to see, of course, what kind of things the team will develop on itself in order to be able to extract the best each of the players has, but mostly as a collective to become stronger. And okay, Nuno was man of the match on his second match that he played, yes. I don't really relate with individual performance. I just stay happy for him and for the team, because it meant that he helped the team to win. And mostly he showed to South Africa, because sometimes people are very critical on the things, and when a player doesn't play so well, immediately he's too punished. And I just wanted that all the players that arrived in the club are welcomed, because all of them have quality. Maybe not will express at the same time immediately the same things, but we also believe that Fawaz will in the future help us a lot. And future is immediate. Future is not that far away. He can help any moment. That Tsiki will help, and that the youngsters that we joined the team that already played and the ones that still didn't play also. And then, of course, Nuno and Miguel can also help the team more in the future. But at the same time, we have expectations that the players that are in the club and that come from last year also raise the level, because that is the base of the team, the ones that remained, is the base of the team. And it's in that base that we have to also highlight the ones that arrived, but the other ones should continue to push themselves forward. And that's the job. Even today I told them exactly that, guys. Don't get, we need to be with the attitude of someone that is not happy where we are. That's what pushes forward permanently, and that's the attitude we need to have in Sundowns.